Hello and welcome. Today's exciting episode is a very short sewing blog from the end of May and the start of June. And these are 3 unfinished jackets that I finally finished.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
So at the end of May, I was so determined to make a jacket. But first I did all the hand finishing on this. So I hand stitched, those were my tackle 10, but then I hand stitched the ones I made from start to finish in the month of May. So the Empire line dresses and a couple of the vintage ones. And then I still had everything I made in April dresses, because I was finishing UFOs. There's actually like 23 of them. So there were lots of cuffs to be hand stitched on that, but I finally finished those as well. And I was really hoping to get these 3 black ones done before the end of May, but I'm doing this voiceover at the start of June. So spoiler alert, I did not get them done. But I do have a box of UFOs. These are unfinished jackets. And I thought what I can do is take out a few of them. And basically I finished the outer jacket and I've mostly finished the lining, so the inner jacket. And now I just have to sew them together, do a tiny bit of hand stitching, and they'll be finished. So I thought I'd take out 3 or 4 of these and see if I can get them finished by the end of the month so that I can include them in May, because it's just so disappointing that I haven't done any in May. So I've put them on mannequins. Yes, I bought another mannequin. I actually bought 2 more mannequins, but the other one isn't even out of the box yet. So, yeah, so these are the ones I've got. And June is yellow and purple month, so that one kind of fits, but not really. They're just jackets I have to finish, and these are the linings that I've got almost finished. But I just realized that jacket is a McCall's one, whereas these ones are all Vogue 7975. So the lining fits for these ones, but that silver lining I'll have to put on a silver Vogue dress. So I will do these 4. Well, I'll see how far I get. I think 4 is a bit ambitious, but I had 4 mannequins, so I thought, well, this is, if I can get all of these done, that would be awesome. So I've got these 4 on the mannequins. Ooh, the Oscar de la Renta one actually looks really nice with that tiered skirt. Anywho, the outer jackets are staying on the mannequins, and I will now focus on these linings, and I will be back once they are done. Okay, so now all 4 of the silk linings are done, and they are ready to be sewn into the tweed outer jackets. So I guess I'll get on with that. My impulse is to rush, but it's very painstaking and careful work. So yeah, maybe I'll take a breath, have a coffee before I start on them. I was also hoping to get all the non-jacket making videos for June out of the way early so that I could take my time and actually make 3 or 4 jackets in June. So if you do want to watch a video where I make a jacket step by step from start to finish, I'll put a card up the top to a playlist. There's one called Just Jackets, and it's just a whole range. Last year I made 28 jackets, I think, throughout the year. So there's plenty of different ones to choose from. Generally, the longer ones go into more detail, and the shorter ones are just if you're pretty confident, but you just need a refresher course. So yeah. Anyway, I'll pop that up above and also down in the description box below. But for now, I will go off and start very carefully and unfortunately very slowly working on these ones. So I will be back eventually. This is posted all over social media at the moment. It's Oscar the Grouch saying it's called a garbage can, not a garbage can't. It's very cute. Aspirational. Anyway. So I just filmed a fabric haul for June. June is purple and yellow month, and then July is blue months, hence the fabrics that I chose. There's also a couple of other ones in there. So I just filmed that. I'm editing that and getting it ready. And after I film that one, I'm also going to do a long-term episode where it's fun with prints and, well, technically it's called Sewing with Prints and Patterns. And I'm just going to show how I mix and match all the different prints, because I get asked each time I make one of those layer cake dresses with lots of different fabrics. So I'm just going to mix all different fabrics and say these ones look good together, these will look good together, and then I'll keep the footage, and then once I've actually made the dresses, I'll do sort of, this is what I ended up making at the end of that episode. So I filmed the first part. And then I used the first 3 fabrics. Actually, I was sort of just using one big bit of fabric, which is that sort of mid yellow one with the mustard flowers on top. So I made 3 dresses out of it. One's an empire line dress, one's a layer cake dress, and one's got this vintage bib and braces bodice. So I wasn't sure about that, but I'm kind of liking it more and more as I go along. So I put a couple of different shirts under it. One of them I didn't like and some others I did. So yeah, this is the Empire line dress and it looks really cute with the citrus thing. And then I just sort of mixed it up with some other looks. And yeah, I love this. I think it's so cute. And then I went over the top and put a skirt over it as well. And this is the layer cake dress. It's got 1950s petticoat under it. It's so cute. So I'm really happy with the way those turned out. So I've got some mauvey sort of purple fabric to work on next. Actually, I have this in like 5 colorways, and I think I'll do the red next because I've got 4 yards of this, and but it's double wide, so that's 8 yards, and there's 2 dresses in mind that I really want to make with them, and it would go perfectly with this jacket here. So I think I'll just tuck that right on to the end of the month, even though it doesn't really fit the color theme. So I only ended up finishing 3 of the jackets. I have completely finished the lining of the brown one, and I have completely finished the outer jacket, but I mean, obviously this one needs black thread, dark thread, whereas the other 3 were light beige, so I could do them all at once. And then I just set the other darker one aside, and I just kept forgetting it. So it will be done in June for shoresies. So this is the Oscar de la Renta one, and it's just a beautiful tweed, peaches, apricots, beige, gold and blobs of black. I keep going back and forwards as to whether I like the blobs of black. I think I'm going to use pearls when I overbeat it and maybe obscure the black a bit. This is a linted tweed from the UK, and I love the mauve ribbon with the sort of tiny bits of blue in there in the ribbon, in the beige and oatmeal background. So gorgeous. And this one, it's just fluffy goodness. I love it so much. It reminds me of a carnival or something. It's so bright and cheerful, or an anime character or something. I don't know. It's just not of this world. I love it. It's so cute. And I'm thinking, because every second, it's got sort of squares, and every second one is white. So I was thinking maybe I'll put like pale blue glass beads on them, because I got loads of pale blue glass beads that are absolutely gorgeous, and I've never quite found the right thing to use them on, so maybe I'll do that with them. Maybe. The yarn in there is very bulky, not heavy but bulky, so it really does need glass beads embroidered over the top of it to sort of weight it down, and yeah, I think it'll just carry itself really beautifully if I do that. Anyway, so now that everything from May is done, all the cuffs are finished and everything like that, and I've put the 3 jackets in there, it is time for me to film the collections video for everything I made and all the UFOs I finished in May 2023. So I'll go do that. These are the last set of looks for the May video. Those collections videos, oh my goodness. I thought maybe having more mannequins would make it a little more manageable, But yeah, that was not the case at all. So I took 3 to 5 looks off the rack, put them on the mannequins, and then sort of did front, side, back, front again, and talked about a few details of each of the looks, and then cleared them off the rack, put them away, and then got another set out and did sort of the same over and over again. Oh, I love the lining that I used in this one. It's the very last of that Italian silk, and it's just so completely beautiful. I mean, the tweed is gorgeous too, but it's always an extra luxury having a silk lining that no one ever really sees unless you sort of happen to take your jacket off in public. So yeah, and as you can see, as I sort of put a new set of garments on the mannequins, I put the old ones away, new ones. And yeah, so it's actually a good way to do it. It did take a little bit longer, but yeah, quite happy with the way that it's going. I've got all the footage that I need, but I haven't put it together and edited it or done the narration yet. So still got all that to do, but I do have a big portion of it done. Like, I've shot all the footage, which is always takes so long, just because there's so much physical work involved, as well as, you know, you can't sort of get tired and just, you know, half-ass it with the filming. Anyway, so once that was done, then the mannequins were all naked for a split second, and then I went and had a break, and then it was time to put all the April clothes on the rack, and I took longer than I thought I would to put them in an order that is aesthetically pleasing, but is also interesting. So yeah, I didn't want to just put all the bright ones at one end and all the dull ones, you know, beige-ish ones at the other end. So yeah, it is time to, hopefully I'll have time to shoot that today, but I'm not sure. I think I will leave this sewing vlog here because I've covered quite a lot of videos and quite a lot of makes, but I am disappointed in myself that I didn't get the black ones done. In June, I've got time to make 3 jackets, so perhaps I'll do 1 purple, 1 yellow, which are the colours for June, and then the last one can be a plain black tweed one. That might be nice, perhaps. I don't know. There's so many gorgeous tweeds. Anyway, oh, and of course there is the brown and black luxe tweed with all the beautiful, beautiful ribbons in it that I would definitely finish. It's because I want to try it on. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'm so glad I got some jackets done. Honestly, it was eating away at my soul. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later this month, perhaps.